What's up, internet? It's dumbass Panicos Gaming, and we're doing some more shiny hunting today. What a surprise. So, there's a new wild area event in Sword and Shield for, Snom? I don't know why I said that confused. It's right there on my screen. I do actually want to see. I'll check that in a second. Never mind. I was gonna see, when that ends. Today might be the last day, so if you're watching this on YouTube, sorry, but that, again, I'll check that in a second. Anyways, we do have some, some things to address, though. So, first of all, don't know why I'm back in this box when I... Oh, no, that's right, I didn't actually do this. So, might notice, I got some new mythics here. Also, that's a no-good speed. Ooh. With a... I would assume Mars Shadow is a special attack, although it is fighting. I don't know. That's interesting. I hadn't realized that I got actually probably a pretty decent one. These other two are nothing special, I don't think. But anyways, so these are all mythics. As far as I know, the US has not had these made available yet. You've always been able to import them into the game. Well, not always. Since Pokemon Home has been supported, you've been able to import them into the game, but there's never been a distribution for them. And actually, still currently in the US, there has never been a distribution for them. I'm not sure if I said that the first time. Maybe I didn't, or maybe I did. Anyways, I'm tired. I worked a lot today. Anyways, nope, I have to actually do it in this. Let's swap over to this real quick. Hello? Okay, that was weird that I did want to update that. Anyways, so, does it capture my cursor? I have no idea. Anyways, I can just do this. Looks like it's not capturing the cursor. Oh well. Anyways, so, there's a distribution in Europe right now. I think there's more than the ones that are listed here as well. But, so you can get a Mars Shadow, a Volcanion, and a Genesect. I don't live in Europe, but fortunately I have a friend who lives in England, and they were able to go in and actually get me a code for all of these. So as far as I know, you literally just walk in. It's not like Zacian and Zamazenta where the shiny versions that they gave out last year, that is, where they you could just like put in an email on, I think it was game.co.uk, and they just sent it out to you. These ones, you have to actually go into the location for them, which sucks, especially because, again, it was international, or it was outside the US. But I got them, and the reason why I'm really happy about this is that I've actually had, let me swap back over this real quick. I have my completed living decks, but the thing is there's always been like an asterisk on it, and there still is, but we'll get to that, because a handful of them have been hacked because they are mythics that had not yet been available on any of the Switch titles. In fact, these, I think, specifically Mars Shadow, Volcanion, and Genesect, I don't think they've been available outside of the US on the Switch at all. Outside of Japan on the Switch at all. Again, still not available in the US technically. So these three have actually always been hacked in my living decks, because just to me personally, if I haven't been able to get it and it's a mythical Pokemon, meaning I can't just go into a game and get it, I don't count that. That's not fair to me, and honestly, I don't give a shit. If other people give a shit, that's cool for them. Personally, me, I don't give a shit about it. But now that I've been able to get it, obviously now it does matter. So I got these. The only other Pokemon at all, actually, that the only other Pokemon at all that I have that's hacked in, and by that, I mean I used like Oaks Lab or Vibe Trade Labs. I think both of those are dead now. I know Oaks Lab is. I think Vibe Trade Labs went down. But there's always alternates. And those are other Twitch channels, by the way. You literally just go in, you enter what you want in the chat. There's a specific format using Pokemon Showdown. Anyways, so the only one I have left is what was it? Diancie, I believe. I think it was the same gen as Volcanion. It was like the other mythic of that generation. So that's the only things I'm missing still for the living decks. Obviously still plenty for the shiny decks, which, funnily enough, that gets to our next thing, which is why I don't think we're going to actually see this distribution come to the US. Because this started a couple days ago for this. So if we go back to this page, is it going to freak out with Firefox again? Hey, thank you. Let me go back here. Where is it? Here it is, Eternatus. So, leaked online earlier, blah, blah, blah. Basically, GameStop is going to be having, in the US, a distribution for Shiny Eternatus. I assume this will also be a have to physically go in to do it type thing. So, Shiny Eternatus have never been available before. Now it will be. But because they're doing this event, like, soon, what is it? Run from September 18th, so starting next Sunday. I'm highly doubtful they're gonna do the other distribution as well. At least for right now. Maybe, you know, hopefully sometime in Scarlet and Violet. That'd be really nice. There was something else I wanted to talk about. If you want Ash's Surfetched from the anime, that's available now. This code, I'm not even going to try and read that. I think, let me scroll down here. Oh yeah, I am actually kind of interested in this, but I'm probably not going to be able to get it. There's a bunch of new information released for Scarlet and Violet recently. I just want to see if that other distribution. Oh, okay, so Ash's Gengar is also still available until September the 15th. The Surfetched is available till the 22nd. So you have time on Surfetched. If you don't have Gengar yet, go get that. Yeah. I think that's it for those. The only other thing for me to talk about... fuck, what was the thing? I already forgot the thing I was going to look up. Oh, Snom event. How long does this go until? This runs until September 19th. Okay, so this Wild Area event, you do have a little bit of time. It'll expire next Monday. So, the 19th. I get to say it again. Alright, so we're good on that. Let me swap back over to this scene. But I have actually gotten a couple of shinies since the last time I shiny hunted. I was going to say since the last time I streamed, but the last stream was just Let's Go Eevee. So do this. So yesterday, nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's definitely not what I wanted. What am I doing here? Okay. I was playing a little bit of Legends Arceus. I was mainly just working on trying to get Alpha Unknown, which I did finally get another one. I got the F. So I only have 4 left of those, I believe. But what is this? Why do I have 3 things here? This don't feel familiar. Anyway, so I did get some shinies. Let's just check them out. Oh, so this thing was a complete motherfucker, by the way. It's going to take a second to get over there. But, basically, I'll show off what it is in a second, but I could not get... So, I noticed this shiny thing go off. I was just like, you know, listening to a YouTube video. I heard the chime, looked, saw a small little thing. It was Hippowdon. The thing is, though, I didn't see which of these two it is. And, oh, wow, I did that really soon after. Yeah, anyways, this isn't too loud, so it's fine. The first time I didn't see which two it was, and I could not for the life of me get the shiny effect to go off again. Like, I couldn't. I went, like, a long-ass ways away, and I couldn't get it to go. And the thing is, I was on the clock here, because if you notice, I'm in a massive mass outbreak. Oh. How do I pause it? There. Yeah, so I'm in the middle of a massive mass outbreak, and the thing is, I actually... So there was 2 MMOs. One was in the Field Lands, and one was in the Mire Lands. So I saved in the village because I was going to go check everything in the Mirelands. If there wasn't anything shiny, I'll go check out the Fieldlands. So at this point, I've already, like, I already, I'll get to that in a second. Sorry. So I shouldn't say I can't really save here. I didn't think to save here, I guess. Yeah, that's the main thing. I didn't think to save because I was like, oh no, I want to go back and do the other thing. And as soon as I saw the shiny, I just kind of, you know, tunnel visioned in on it. Or at least I'm trying to figure out which one it was. Because the thing is, Hippowdon, there's the male and the female forms are very different. So you can tell these two are different colors. You can't in this, unfortunately, I didn't get a good view on it. But, oh my god. Like, I could not tell which one was shiny. I finally had to jump down there and just just try and lock onto them. God, the lock on in Legends Arceus is a fucking worthless nightmare. Like, literally, one of them is standing right in front of me. I press the button to lock on, and my view swings to the left to look at a fucking Skuntank. Oh my god. Anyway, so I did that, just trying to figure out which one it was. I ended up dying in the process, and again, I haven't saved at this point, and my save is in the village, outside of the Mirelands. Which means that if I reset to get my items back, it goes away, because a different one will be spawned. Holy hell, this was fucking annoying. But I did get it, so now I have a Hippowdon in my shiny decks. So this one, I believe... Let's see here. Okay, I do come out there. So, yeah, I mean, it's Kricketot. I got another Kricketot. The reason why I actually came over to this is because since I'm doing my, like, all the alternate, like, forms and stuff like that, all the different, you know, when there's a different male and a female version. God, I really need to get better about doing these things. Anyways, these recordings. So I went to go get it because, you know, I might as well. There was a shiny there. It was another female, which I've already gotten 2 of, I believe, actually. No, sorry. I've gotten 3 previous females. Because I think all of them were Cricketots, and I evolved them. I think this is my first one as a Cricketoon. No, I think I did get a shiny Cricketoon from something. Because I remember commenting on it that it was super tiny. Because I thought it was weird because the alpha version is actually pretty large. Or maybe not. Maybe I did evolve a Kricketot or something. I forget exactly what it was. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it was a... There we go. Yeah, so now I've gotten... I need male and female versions of both Kricketot and Cricketoon. I've gotten 4 females total. Come on. I'm sure it's a... actually, I can look it up real quick. I'm sure it's just got a super... a super high female versus male ratio. No, it's not. It's 50-50. What the fuck? Anyways, okay. I do need to get to the actual shiny at some point. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this is. Did I find another shiny somewhere? Like, I have no idea what this video is, actually. Oh, you know what this is? So this is one that I got previously. I thought this might be what it was. When I did this hunt, my system clock was set kind of way to the future. Because of what I'm going to do today, actually, with the hunting for Snom. Doing the system clock manipulation. So my Switch thinks that this is from way in the future. So it's just, you know, it's just sorting by date. Anyways, okay, so that's nothing new. So just the Kricketot and the Hippowdon. Anyways, so let's actually get into this today. So, Snom is a bug ice type Pokemon, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know it sucks. It is, yes, Bug Ice. So, this thing hates fire. A lot. A lot. In fact, there's not much on the planet I think this thing hates more than fire. So, also, again, hacked bullshit because of mystery trades. This will never go into my Pokemon home, but I got it in a mystery trade, so as far as I'm concerned, it's fair game for me to use. Also, I could train up a level 100 bullshit Ivy's Cinderace. Who cares? It doesn't matter. If it was online, I would understand why people would care, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so the stuff in this event is Pikamuku? Well, I forget how you say that fucking one. You got that one, you got Pincurchin, and you got Snom. I think the name of this event is Small Pokemon, which makes sense. They're all pretty tiny Pokemon. I'm like surprised by how tiny Pincurchin is. Anyways, so let's get into doing our resets. Oh, one more thing that I can address while I'm doing this. So for my counter, I have it set up to do, you know, like custom amounts if I need to, or like custom odds. The thing is, they're only set to be in whole numbers for like 1 in 1,000 or whatever. That 1,000 or whatever replaces that always has to be a whole number. Oh, that might be it, but that's a 3-star, so it doesn't matter. So this one's weird. It's in 5-star raids. If it's a Snom, it will have a 2 in 21 chance of being shiny. So 2% of all 5 stars are going to be a shiny Snom, and 19% are going to be a regular Snom. So because that ends up being 1 in 10.5, my counter doesn't work completely properly, so that like luck percentage number thing is not going to be exactly right. Actually, it's going to be off by quite a bit because at these small numbers, it like kind of gets out of hand. So that will be off by a bit, but it's roughly 1 in 10, you know. 1 in 10.5 and 1 in 10 are close enough. Just know that it's going to be off, and the longer that I spend doing this, the worse it's going to be, the more inaccurate it's going to be. Also, I am very thankful that this wild area event is going to be like, it's a not fully evolved Pokemon. In fact, it's completely unevolved because it's Snom, and Snom evolves into Frostmoth. So I can actually get 2 Snom. Maybe not today. I don't know. I'll get them both today. Especially if I keep on getting luck like this. But yeah, I can get both of those. And I can evolve one into a Frostmoth. And that's 2 more shinies done. And if somehow we get both of those done tonight, I don't know how long I'm going to go, to be honest. I would like to go at least 3 hours, but also anytime I like say, yeah, I'll go this amount of time, I never go that amount of time. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if somehow I get both of these tonight, then we'll, depending on how late it is, if it's been like more than 2 hours, I'll just wrap up. There's no way it won't take more than 2 hours. I really should have done these resets beforehand. Just to like have one loaded and ready to go, just to start. Oh well. To be fair, I set this up yesterday, and then I didn't do it, so actually it might have fucked me if I had done that anyways. Because I think the system clock would have ticked over, and then it would have spawned a new one anyways. But yeah, if for some reason I do have extra time tonight, then we'll probably just do some Let's Go Eevee. Try and like, never mind, no I won't, because I don't want to put like a really short video on YouTube of that, even though I already have a couple of times. Not a couple of times, but at least once. So yeah, we'll just do some Legends Arceus, look for Unknown. I'm happy I finally got another Alpha Unknown, man. It had been so long. I still haven't even gotten like another one like in an outbreak, or like a massive mass outbreak in the Mire Lands. That's water. Which means I'm sure I'm due for another 3-star Snom now. I guess it is only 1 in 5 on this are slightly better than 1 in 5 are going to be Snoms in the 5 stars. So this actually might take a lot longer than I expected. No, but that's like the same as normal, so I don't know. This definitely feels like it's already taking way longer than it should. Granted, part of that is I spent like 15 minutes talking about stuff that isn't Snom. Alright, come on, please, for the love of God. I've already done like 15 resets here and it's not spawned. Like, at least spawn the Snom so I can, you know, shiny hunt. Fuck, okay, thanks, game. I meant 5-star Snom. Fucking smart-ass game. Yeah, I am not hopeful about getting 2 of these tonight now. I wasn't before, and now any hope I had has been killed. Because I know this is super early on to be, like, complaining, but also, like, come on. Like, I chose the hip-hop playlist for the Stream Beats music. Because I was like, yeah, because we'll be doing battles and stuff. That didn't even make any sense to begin with, though, me. Because we weren't really going to do any battles. We were going to do, at most, 2. We were going to load into a lot of battles, and then immediately close the game. Come on. Like, I just want to get the ball rolling. Also, the Snom Shiny is not stellar. It's literally just like the back is more purple and the front is a little bit more green. I'm not sure what Frostmoth's looks like. Come on. This, like, sucks. I've now seen 3, so like one of these should have been a 5-star. That's not gonna work. Wonder if... I don't know what I had there. Anyways, I wonder if they're going to do another Halloween event this year. Like they have in the past. And once again, Firefox just shit the bed on my laptop. I really need to, like, fucking do something about that. Alright, give me 1 second here. I didn't want to send a fucking crash report. The only report I want to send is for you to go fuck yourselves, guys. And then it's immediately gonna fucking try and reopen the same tab again. I really hate that Firefox does that. I'm sure you can tell it to not do that. But it actually drives me up the wall that Firefox will do that. Because, like... if something crashed the browser, I don't want you to try and reopen the same thing that just crashed the browser. Like, that makes, like, at least ask me. Like, because that's the other thing, it's super inconsistent. Sometimes it'll just try and reopen the same tabs again, and other times it will bring up a page and be like, hey, wow. I think it's like when it has trouble reopening the tabs. Which, yeah, no shit, because it fucking crashed. They'll ask you, hey, these tabs, we're having trouble recovering them. Do you want us to just, like, reload them? Even though, if you're having trouble, like, what's going to change with that? But with that screen, at least you can select what tabs you want to load. That should just be the default. If it crashes, hallelujah. Okay. Yeah, if it crashes, probably something that was on the screen caused it to crash. So, like, just ask me which one I want to do. Just ask me what tabs I want to open. And in this case, I don't want to reopen any of them because who knows what's gonna happen with Twitch being fucking awful and, you know, shit, trying to reopen that tab again and shit. Is this? I don't think so. It does look kind of green on the front. No, that wasn't. Yeah, 100% wasn't. Alright, well, hey. We're on the board. No? If the odds are 1 in 10, the odds of having it after one encounter is 10%. Excuse me? Huh? How the fuck does Python fuck that up? I'm sure it's something about how I'm truncating or whatever. What? That makes no sense. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. God, everything is just falling. Okay, yeah, somehow the program that I wrote seems to think that 1 divided by 10 is 0.0999. I honestly don't understand how that's even fucking possible for that to fuck up. To be fair, I guess that is slightly closer to the actual number because it's slightly worse than 1 in 10, but still. Cool. Okay. That will have to be one that I go into and, like, fucking literally, like, do, you know... Fucking, I can't even think now. Like, print text for, like, every single step of the math in my program to figure out where the fuck is it, like, magically losing something. Because that makes zero fucking sense. Also, another thing. I wonder if in Scarlet and Violet, because we're basically going to have raids again. Or not even basically, we are going to have raids again. They're just going to behave a little bit differently. I wonder if the system clock exploit will still work. There's no way it will. But at the same time, like, they never patched it in this, and I feel like that's something they would have really wanted to patch. Because, like, I mean, they patched other stuff, like with the, when you have a sex-based evolution, like Salazzle or the fucking bee thing, Vespiquen. God, I don't know why I couldn't remember the name of it. There was an exploit when the game came out that you could actually, if you had a male comb bee or a male Salandit, you could actually force the evolution to still go through, which was super nice. Like, I like the sex-based evolutions in theory, but I feel like there should still be some way to force it to happen. Just because, like, if you get a shiny, or just make it like, if it's something like that, you know, make it so that if it's shiny, it can always just evolve, you know, just so that way you can't get fucked with a male shiny Salandit or a male shiny Combi. Like, I got so fucking lucky with my my Combi that I got in Legends Arceus that it just happened to be a female, because, like, there's not a lot of the gender ratio there is very skewed towards male, which makes a lot of sense for Combi, but, like, still. But yeah, like, I like those the idea of those, but it sucks so much if you get fucked by, you know, getting a shiny and it's the wrong sex. Especially because a lot of those are very much scaled to, or skewed to the sex that you don't want, typically, anyways. I don't know if Eviolite, Salandit, or Combi are getting any use. But, like, yeah, I don't know if the Ralts line is skewed in terms of ratio at all. Because that's another one, right? For Gallade, it has to be male. Though, at least with that one, if you do get a female, or if you do get a female, you can still evolve it into Gardevoir. So it's like, well, okay, it's not completely worthless. And if you have already created your Gardevoir, and then you do get a male, and you don't want the... Or, sorry. That wouldn't make any... Or, so say you already have a Gallade, rather, sorry. And then you happen to get another male Ralts that's shiny. You can actually always make it into a Gardevoir. It's just Gallade that is based on the sex, which is weird. But, you know, whatever. I think it's because, wasn't Gallade introduced in Gen 4? But the Ralts line was originally introduced in Gen 3. So I think that's just what it is that you were never really supposed to, when they originally created the evolution path for Gardevoir, there was no reason for them to do that. Actually, when were sex-based evolutions introduced? Was it Gen 4? Because there are a couple in Gen 4. I mean, again, Gallade, Combee. Can't think of any others off the top of my head. Wormadam, I think? Or was Wormadam Gen 3? I don't remember. Yeah, we're not getting two of these tonight. Honestly, I might just wrap up after one just because this is kind of... I don't know why this is like... Maybe it's just because it's been a while since I've done it, but this like seems way worse than normal. Like, I feel like normally I'm at least loading into more battles than this. But yeah, I wonder what it is. Because, like, going back to the whole system clock thing, like... They absolutely would have patched that if they could have. So something was critically wrong with either the game or how the Switch handles some stuff that made this possible to happen. Like something that was just so busted that trying to fix it would have just not been feasible for him. And I wonder if maybe it's something to do on the Switch side of things, if maybe that means we'll see the system clock exploit return. Although at the same time, I feel like Nintendo would probably have patched... I feel like Nintendo would be more likely to patch it if it was a Switch issue than Game Freak would be to patch it if it's a game issue. And Game Freak would have absolutely wanted to patch it, so, like... I don't know. I don't remember there being anything for that in BDSP, but there also weren't raids in BDSP, so like I don't know, this specific situation is something that could have happened, being like looking for like trying to matchmake, I guess, and then change the clock and then leave matchmaking. Hey, there we go. Okay. Really have to remember to save for all of these because I don't want to be doing this a whole lot. I do find it funny how these events take place just far enough between each other that I can never remember if the shiny effect goes off here or after your Pokemon are sent out into battle. Okay. Well, those are going off, so it's definitely, if abilities are going off, yeah, it's definitely not going off. Let me see, I want to see... I'm going to be, like, keeping a running thing on this on my phone. Just because I want to see if it's, like... It shouldn't keep getting, like, more and more off in terms of, like, this math not working out. Because, again, 1 divided by 10 is 0.1, not 0.0999. I don't know how it got that. Sorry. Let me just... My math on this. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that because I'm having a brain fart on how I need to do the math for that. Oh, right, because I need to do the other way of it, 9 divided by 10, and then multiply, or put it to the power of however many Snom I've gone through. Also, I do realize that that counter is off. I'm not going to fix that right now because it's, oops. Once it gets to 10 or higher, it'll fix itself. It'll be centered again. And I'm not gonna like make it so it's always centered, because frankly, after the new games come out, I'm never gonna use this scene again, most likely. So, actually, I guess it's possible I might just get straight up reused for Scarlet and Violet, but I'll fix it at that point. Honestly, I'll probably just make a whole new scene for that. I might update some of my stuff for that game. I need to decide how I want to do that. I think I'm gonna keep the big thing I want to update is the font, actually, for like, not for like my name or my username or anything, because I do like it for that, but for my YouTube thumbnails, something I have noticed that the L, like, all the letters in this are all uppercase, or at least, you know, they're letters that are, they look the same, uppercase or lowercase. The exception is the L in this font is not correct. It's lowercase when everything else is uppercase, and it looks not good. And it looks a lot like the I as well. And then the other thing is that it just acts really weird sometimes. There's a lot of stuff that I have to do with when I'm making my thumbnails for YouTube, where I have to like add spacing between the letters and stuff to make everything look right, because otherwise it's like either stuff is overlapping or whatnot. That might be because of GIMP rather than the actual font, but like either way, like I'm not gonna go, you know, pay for fucking Photoshop. I'll stick to GIMP. So, and like even the other, I think paint.net, is that free? Might be. I know there's like other free options, but like I already know my way around GIMP pretty well, so like who cares? But also, I don't know, I just kind of want to update some stuff with it, so we'll see what happens with that. Honestly, it might be possible. I don't think I'm going to change much with the stream. I might change like the little pop-ups that come up for like, you know, my Shiny Dex progress and stuff like that, but that's just because I made those so hastily and lazily. Because it was just like, yeah, I have this idea. Let me throw this together real quick just to test it. And then I was like, yeah, this looks fine. But I would like to make them kind of a little bit more interesting looking. Or just match the, match everything else about the stream, like, aesthetic more. Just make it, you know, white background, black text with some sort of outline to it. But we'll see. I have 2 months still to get that sorted. Also, in related news, I only have 2 months left to get the rest of the Galarian forms, which I don't know if that's going to happen. I want it to happen, but I think taking that, like, 2-week break that I did did not help me. Or it didn't help me with doing that. I'm not completely upset that I took the break. I kind of am, because it was more of a, like, I just will not get too much into that. But yeah, it's, we'll see. I'll try and do what I can. That being said, once the new games come out, I will, for the time being, I'll stop working on that. I think I will eventually double back around to it. But my first, besides obviously beating, you know, the new games, is my first order of business is try and get all of the new Pokemon in that shiny. And then we can come back to this other stuff. I think Galarian's forms would be the thing that I do after that. And then I don't know what we'll do for there. Also, another event thing on Cerebi that I forgot to talk about is the next Community Day event on I believe it's next Sunday. Yeah, because it's the 18th. Is for Rog and Rolla, so I have to do that, which kind of sucks. I have been playing a little bit of Pokemon Go again. I just had the itch strike me. I was like, yeah, fuck it, we'll load it up. Who cares? But since that one, Gigalith is a trade evolution, typically, and we still don't have any confirmation about if there's going to be a link cable item in the new games. God, there better be. Please don't fucking get rid of that, Game Freak. For once in the history of your company, don't get rid of a good idea for a mechanic. God, that was so nice. Like, I don't mind if it's, like, locked behind BP or anything. Maybe I should mind. I don't know if other people would care, but, like, I think I did do the math, actually, in Pokemon Home the other day. When I was doing all my other stuff, I was just curious. I have enough Pokemon Home points for, like, over 1,000 BP at this point. So, like, I you know, maybe for other people that would suck if those were exclusively behind BP, but, like, I personally wouldn't be affected. You would kind of hope they aren't, because, like, the only way to buy them in Legends Arceus is through basically their BP, the merit points. But, like, you can get those without doing the battle tower or, like, online battles. And also you can get them just from, like, some of the quests and stuff. I forget if... Hey, there we go. I can't remember if there's another way besides, like, quest rewards or merit points to get those. I would hope so. But, who knows? We'll see. That's it. I'm pretty sure if it's shiny, the effect will go off before your team's Pokemon get deployed. But also, I just don't think that one was shiny. Because again, the back, it should be a lot more purple. And honestly, the, like, little bit of, like, a red outline that it gets. Hey, guess what just crashed again? I fucking hate you. No, it's still fighting. I'm just gonna close that. I'm not gonna deal with that shit tonight. I don't really need it anyways. Actually, yes, I do. Ah, fuck me. No, I don't. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll just bring it up on my desktop. I don't like doing that because then it's getting hidden behind OBS and stuff, so I can't, like, just glance at it real quick. But, alright, give me 1 second while I get my Twitch dashboard open. It might play, or it might double up audio for, like, half a second here. Oh, there we go. Okay. It wasn't for too long if it did. Let me just see. We won't mess with that. Sorry. I was gonna look at something and I went, why would I do that while I'm streaming? Anyways. But yeah, I will have to get that sorted out with this laptop. Might be a reason to go buy a cheap monitor somewhere. The problem, of course, being that cheap monitors, like, anywhere are always, like, absurdly trash. Like, Walmart trying to sell a 720p fucking, like, 14-inch monitor for fucking $100. Actually, no, they're not even, like, that small might actually, you know, have some niche use that would excuse it, and actually 720p wouldn't be that bad on it. But they're usually, like, 21-inch monitors that are like 720p and just, like why the fuck would I pay $100 for this when I can just, like, anywhere online I can go get a pretty solid quality 1080p monitor that's a similar size for $100, you know? And the Best Buy that's closest to me actually shut down recently. Which actually, from what I heard from my friend, that's not a bad thing, because they actually pulled some serious bullshit with him to the point where he had to actually get his credit card, or it wasn't I forget exactly what it was. It was some sort of line of credit thing. He had to, like, directly get them involved before they would even, like, it was, you know, it was some, like, in-house financing or some bullshit for it, because he bought, like, a big-ass TV for his mom for Christmas last year, I think. And they shipped, you know, they gave it to him and it was broken. And then so he brought it to him. It's like, yeah, no, this is broken. It's like, nope, that's your problem. They, like, tried not to fucking, they tried to refuse returning it. And so he got the, you know, the creditor involved on it. And then they finally had to fucking replace it because, you know, that creditor probably makes more money than Best Buy as a whole. But the thing is, now it's being changed into, like, it didn't fully close, I don't think, because now it's being changed into a Best Buy outlet. I don't know what the fuck the difference is. The only thing I can think of is that they're going to be selling just open box stuff there or something. I'm not sure. I have no idea what a Best Buy outlet is, but I don't think I'd ever go there again, just on the basis that of them pulling that shit with my buddy. I don't really have an option about going to Best Buy, to be honest. I guess I could try some Office Depot stuff near me, too. I could try one of those. Actually, that's where I bought this chair from. It's like almost right next door to where that Best Buy was. Maybe I can look into that a little bit tonight. Well, first I'm going to get this laptop, like, try and get it sorted. Just because it's just a glorified display at this point. It's always been just a glorified display, because let me put it this way. New at Best Buy, this laptop would have been $209. And then I bought the open box version, so, which then I think it only saved me like $20 or something, but, like, still, you know, well, some 10% off is not bad. But it's so underpowered. I mean, trying to do anything with it. But also, I wonder if the old VPN that I was using is causing issues with it. That could be it. In fact, actually, yeah. I mean, that would be eating... That's something I hate about VPNs, dude. Is even if they're not, like, running, and I don't mean, like, connected and, you know, actually tunneling your data or whatever. I mean, not actually active in any way according to anything on, you know, like open windows or, you know, in your taskbar or anything like that. But then you'll go and check your processes and, gee, what do you know? Something's running. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't use up very much processing power. We're talking about something that's maybe 50 megabits of, or megabyte. Not sure which one it does actually for, whatever, 50, whatever, you know, megabytes of RAM, I will just say. I think it's megabytes. Yeah, because just internet transfer speed is bits. Anyways, it's a very meaningless amount, but with how underpowered that laptop is, it's actually a meaningful amount. I don't know if it's a RAM issue, but I mean, like, just, I think it's only 2 gigs of RAM. It's I think it's only a dual-core, non-hyper-threaded Intel, like, Celeron CPU thing. And it's a laptop version of that, so, you know, even worse. So, you know, I'm not doing anything else with that laptop at this point other than just using it to display my Twitch dashboard when I'm streaming. That's literally the only thing it's been used for in like 6 months. So, like, I've just, you know, actually what I could do, if I can get drivers to work, I could always try and put like Ubuntu on it or something. Or, what's the last one I downloaded? I think Mint. Yeah, it was Mint that I used. Anyways, the point is, I could try loading that onto it and see if the Wi-Fi still works. Because that's a bit, as long as the Wi-Fi and the display and the trackpad work on the keyboard. Is there anything else I really care about? I'm not sure there's anything else I care about. Anyways, the reason why I was bitching about the VPN stuff is, I was using, what was it? I was using a Mozilla VPN. Because, like, I love Mozilla, you know, I love Firefox a lot, if only because they're, like, the biggest option other than, like, Google, you know, Google Chrome, and fucking Chrome eats up all of your RAM without any regard for giving a fuck, and then also the shit they're doing to break ad blockers and shit, it's just like, why the fuck would I ever use your fucking browser? And I just don't like having all my shit integrated into fucking Google, you know? And that's the thing. If you log into anything Google related, it logs it in on your browser as well. So like, oh look, your fucking username. It's just like, no. You are a browser. You are not a web page. Fuck off. And also, fine, if you want to have like a, you know, a thing where you log into the browser and then it just auto logs you in for the, you know, for the web pages, fine. But if I'm doing it on the web page and specifically not on your fucking browser, so that way I can not have you tracking literally everything, even though it probably does anyway, so it probably doesn't matter, but it makes me feel better about it, then don't fucking log. God, it's just, I fucking hate Chrome. There are other versions. I mean, you know, you can do Chromium. Edge is, I think Edge is Chromium at this point. But yeah, I mean, there's some other options. I don't know. Can you even, I don't think you can even use Safari on Windows, can you? I don't think it works on it. Not that I would, because I would have no idea what I'm doing with Safari. But yeah, anyways, so, go back to what I was saying. I do love Mozilla. I want to support them. And so I was using their VPN. Like, I understood that it wasn't going to be the best VPN on the planet. What made me stop using it is if it, like, crashes at any point, you pretty much have to log out. This is the thing that really pissed me off. You have to log out of it, then uninstall it. If you uninstall it without logging out of it, it doesn't actually fucking do anything. Because as soon as you install it again, it immediately just like, it's like it never uninstalled. Because it just doesn't actually uninstall if you don't log out first, which infuriates the fuck out of me. There is zero excuse for that being a thing. And that's the big, like, the thing is, so it like 3 or 4 times of me using it, it crashed, broke, and what happens is it'll just never actually reconnect anymore. It'll just say, oh, something's broken. And literally the only way to fix it, according, I believe it was even their own support, straight up said, yeah, that you just have to uninstall and reinstall, which means you have to log out. And like, I understand it takes 1 click for me to log out, and I would have to, you know, in the way that I would want it to work, I have to log back in anyways. The problem is, under what circumstance is it okay that if I uninstall your fucking program, that it somehow is leaving shit in there so that it's still logged in, and if I reinstall it, it never properly uninstalled in the first place, so not only is it instantly logging me in, which in some cases maybe that might be okay, but then it also doesn't even fix the fucking problem because it didn't actually fucking uninstall. Come on. This should not be that fucking difficult, Mozilla. Come on. I want to fucking support you guys. So I ended up, I stopped paying for that. I was just like, fuck this. Don't renew my subscription. I don't want anything to do with this. Because that's just that just bothers me a lot. And so I switched to a different one, but because I never actually use my my laptop, it's like still on my laptop. It's not like I don't turn it on or anything, because it wouldn't do anything if I did, because I stopped paying for it, so it doesn't work anymore. Holy fuck, it's been like 80 of these, it feels like, since I had another one fucking spawn. I know it's not been, because it's only been like 60 that I've gone through total since I've... more than that, actually. We're almost at 70 now. Or, sorry, almost at, 90. But anyway, point is, oh my god, why is this so bad today? This is awful. It's been... I was gonna say it's been an hour, but it hasn't been an hour because I spent the first 20 minutes. But I mean, seriously, it's been 35, going on 40 minutes of recording, and I've seen 3 fucking Snom. This actually sucks. I might not keep doing this one. I don't know what it is about it that's making it such a pain in the ass. We'll wrap up this stream. I'll keep doing this for a little bit. But with how slow this is going, I mean, granted, I guess it's, in theory, I should get it within 10, but, like, if it takes me 15 hours to get 10 of them, fuck that. It's not even a matter of fuck that. Like, I'll still do it. I'm just not going to do it on stream, because this kind of sucks. Not even kind of. This sucks a lot. Like, when I can at least load in to battles, it at least feels like I'm making some progress. This just is miserable. Like, when there was the event for Eevee last year, when the BDSP came out, and they, I don't know why they chose Eevee as their thing for it, but Eevee was like the event Pokemon, or the Wild Area event Pokemon that could be shiny. And the thing is, I believe it was either a 2 or 1% chance for shiny out of all the 5 stars, but only pretty much if you saw the silhouette, it meant it was shiny, because there was no non-shiny version in the 5 stars. There was the G-Max version, which has a different silhouette on the screen, and there was all the evolutions. So just Eevee, the normal Eevee silhouette, if you saw it, it was shiny, which was nice, except that meant 2% of 5-star raids you loaded into. So you sat here doing this for hours, just doing this over and over again, and it's just like, there was no way I could stream that. And this is, this feels infinitely worse than it usually does, even though I don't think it's actually any worse. I think it's the same odds as always, but something has happened today, and it's just not loading shit. Granted, I think probably a few of these I've not actually properly, done the manipulation on, because I've just been talking and just kind of doing this in the background over it, but... But, who knows? I mean, in theory, we still got at least 2 more hours. Let's see. If this... Could I at least see something different than a 5-star Pyukumuku? Or however you fucking say it. I think that is the correct way to say it. I just don't remember. Just, I know I'm doing it right on these. What the actual fuck? That is 4 in a row now. I know I'm doing it right, too, because I'm getting the 2,000 watts every time. But, what the fuck? Well, on the plus side, hopefully the file size on this video isn't going to be too big, because since all we're looking at is menu screens. Alright, hey, I finally got my most recent request. I, would prefer to see a Snom. I prefer to see a shiny Snom. I think if I get one, that's just going to be it. And I will hunt for the other one off stream, but I think that'll just be it for this, and then if it happens soon... God, I saw Icebug and I got really excited there. But if it happens soon, maybe we'll switch over to Eevee. If not, I don't know. Honestly, I was gonna stream other stuff, but this is... I don't know if I can go do unknown hunting tonight after doing this. This is worse than Registeel, and that's saying something, because I can't make myself go back to... Don't start this shit again. Especially with it actually being a Snom, just not the 5-star. Don't do this shit again, please, game. I don't know what has happened today with the RNG and stuff, but it makes me really think that whatever number... Hey, there we go. Okay. If you bitch enough, it finally happens. And boy, was there a lot of bitching on that one. But this is literally a thing where I'm like wondering if those numbers on Cerebi are even remotely correct. I'm going to save again, even though I know I just did. I'm just paranoid because I swear to God, if I get the shiny to pop up and I don't catch it, I might scream a little bit. If I like try to load back in and it's not there anymore. All right, number 4. Well, at this rate, we're going to get one every 15 minutes. No. I don't think so. No, that's not it. Let's not be unfair. One every 10 minutes. That's still... I don't know. Maybe I won't do any more of these on stream. Any more of these wild area events, that is. It just... God, I feel like I have to go and watch... The Cerebi numbers can't be correct. That's got to be what it is. Yes, this is correct. Why is... Okay, anyways. I just, like, want to pull it up here. Again, like, am I crazy? No, there's a 2% chance of it being shiny and 5-star, and a 19% chance of it being not shiny. Out of the total spawns for 5 stars. So it's effectively a 2 in 21 chance, so it's like a 1 in 10.5, so like around 10%. I don't know. I really need to stop bitching about it. But, like, I just don't think the Cerebi numbers are correct. This is way too many of them going through without saying it. Actually, hold on a sec. I can do math and tell you if it's correct. I can do math right now. We can say we've roughly seen 90 spawns. So we can say 30% would be 3-star, 30% would be 4, 30% would be 5. I believe those are just straight up 1/3 chances for each of those. I might be wrong, but with how many 5 stars I've seen, I feel like it is. So we can say 30 of these have been 5-star. 4 divided by 30 is a 13% chance, which is a hell of a lot lower than 21. Now, that's not a super large sample size, but I feel like it's enough to start noticing a pattern. Also, I think I'm slightly past 90 that I've done, but because basically I'm just going, since I started in September on the system clock and now we're in December, so it's been, hey, that helps the odds a little bit. It's been like, 90 total of these that I've tried to load into. Anyways. Fucking hell. It's not quite as annoying as when you need to sneeze and then it like goes away and you don't do it, but man, when you feel like you have to burp and then it doesn't actually go, that sucks. On the plus side, we're already technically halfway to odds. I don't know, if I get a couple more Snom pretty quick here, I can just chalk it up as really bad luck at first, and maybe I'll keep going. That was a lot to go through and not be saying them. I just, you know, that's not exactly thrilling content for Twitch when you're just sitting messing with the menus for an hour and only, you know, loading into, not even actually doing them, just loading into 5 battles. Although the 5 isn't too bad, but, you know. Actually, I think that 5 does kind of make it a lot closer to where it's supposed to be, too. So, I mean, like I said, very low sample size, so doesn't necessarily prove anything. But the only reason why I doubt it is that Cerebi is absolutely wrong sometimes. Like, they're very reliable, but not perfectly. There's definitely times where they put up information that not just is like, you know, like when people were talking about the how the like aura Pokemon in this game worked and how like the shinies and stuff, and people, basically every Poke YouTuber decided to ignore what the Pokemon Company literally put on the website for the game and just say whatever they thought it worked like. And Cerebi was like, yeah, sure, that's it. Because that was like something that they couldn't data mine. I wonder if the only reason that BDSP got data mined so hard, because I mean, everything in BDSP got kind of cracked at some point, before it even got launched, I feel like. Or very soon after. I wonder if that's just because that was a Unity game. Which, speaking of, Unity is doing its damn best to end its own, how do I stop doing business. I was getting a little bit close to toss there, I feel like. More than I care to get normally. But yeah, Unity recently, there were like 2 things kind of back to back that like pissed a lot of people off. It's like they were both basically the same thing, but it was like they did something regarding adding more like monetization features for like mobile games and stuff, or not even just mobile games, but it's just they were either saying they were going to add more support for stuff like that, or you know, stuff. I mean, it was stuff like gotcha mechanics or stuff like that, you know, like stuff that is generally not looked well upon, like stuff that people have kind of just given up fighting on mobile games. But like, if it's a fucking full console game, you better fucking get that the fuck away from me. That kind of reaction, that type of stuff. But then the new, like, some C-level executive in their company, like some guy they had just recently hired, basically said that, yeah, if you aren't doing like these, God, I wish I could remember exactly what it was. It was some like some very predatory monetization mechanic. And it's like, yeah, if you're not doing that in your game, you're stupid. And it's like, okay, cool. Oh, by the way, other fucking free engines have been growing recently. So, like, you know, you have competition. It's not like a few years ago where, you know, if you were like an indie dev and just, you know, oh, that's right, that one actually didn't work because since we ticked over to the new year, but we didn't actually update the year. Oops, we don't want to update that one, sorry. That's fine, we won't bother with the year. But yeah, it's just like, there's a while where Unity was like king for indie devs. And they've just decided to torpedo any goodwill they had as a company. As, again, their competitors have gotten very much better. I didn't realize it was raining. I've been wondering why there's been, like, a lot of noise coming from outside. And then I just looked out there and went like, oh, shit. There's rain coming down. Well, that's neat. I think it rained, not like last night, but the night before it rained pretty hard, too. Which was very nice. Oops, I don't know why I hit that button. Both because it's Arizona. We can always use the rain. Now, we don't necessarily want it to all come down all at fucking once, like it likes to really do during monsoon season, but, you know, we can always use more rain. But also, it did it overnight, for the most part, so, like, it didn't really matter that it rained super hard, because it's like, well, I'm not going outside. We've gotten some, like, pretty crazy storms this year. At least, you know, crazy for our standards. I know there's some person that would hear that and go, you don't know what a fucking hurricane's like. Like, okay, cool. You live in Florida. Great. I don't care. They're pretty crazy by our standards. And also, it's still pretty bad. I mean, when the roads are completely flooding out, you know, I deliver pizzas just as the job I do to make money and buy Pokemon games. And one of my coworkers straight up, he killed his car in, like, the big storm we got this year. He didn't realize the water was as low as it was and straight up flooded it. And his car was dead, and he was like, okay, I'm done, because I don't have money to fix it. It's like, fuck, dude. Also, it was nice, because it was it sucked, rather. His car was nice before it got flooded. Or not, it was falling apart, but it was an Acura, was it Integra? It was one of those, like, you know, RSX or, you know, Type S type things. I forget exactly what it was now, but it was like, you know, an early 2000s thing. It was a nice, you know, neat little car. I like that thing. I mean, it was, like, falling apart, and he was going to have to replace it soon. Like, every time he would turn the wheel, it'd make a very loud, like, ping. Like, it had to have been something with suspension, because it was, like, it resonated like it was a spring or something. But yeah, and then he went through too deep of a puddle, and that was all she wrote. That was a bad storm. That was one of those ones where, like, you know, I'm on the road just trying to get back to the store, because, like, I'm getting caught in the middle of this, and I don't want to park somewhere, even though I really should have. I didn't realize how bad it was. I got right back on the road right as it was starting to get bad, and the roads hadn't quite flooded yet. Or not as bad as they could have, but, like, visibility was, like, 100 yards. And so, you know, just everyone's just, like, pretty much just driving wherever, you know, the flooding hasn't gotten too bad yet. So you're just kind of, like, all over the road, but there's not really a whole lot of cars, so it's like, okay, it's fine. Also, I think that storm actually did kill my fog lights on my car, because they were definitely underwater the entire time. And that setup is, like, reasonably waterproof, but it ain't perfect. And eventually it was gonna happen that water got in there. But yeah, like, when it's monsoon season in Arizona and it rains, it comes down hard. It's like 10 or 15 minutes, and it's just all of your rain hits at once. And there'll be, you know, some more stuff, you know, it'll continue for a little while, but I mean, like, the main storm is very short and it's very heavy. No, I hit left multiple times, not once. Thank you. But we'll see. Now that we're in September, we're kind of like getting past the, what would be like the monsoon season. Also, apparently some people don't like it being called that and throw a fit about it, which, fucking shut the fuck up. It's not the Indians, you know, it's not storms coming up from the Indian Ocean, sorry, it's not the same. Yeah, well, it's fucking moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and it's effectively the same thing, just in a different region, so shut the fuck up. Like, a lot of the news stations they call it desert storms now, which is also a really not great name for it. Actually, maybe that's not even what it is. It's something like just vague and stupid, and it's just like, no, just... If they get pissed off, tell them to go fuck themselves. Well, don't do that because you're a media company, but just don't even address them. Like, it's just fucking whiny idiots that want to whine for the sake of doing it. Kind of like what I do all the time on this stream when I bitch about the not getting shinies. It's exactly like that. No one should actually, you know, go, oh, this is a serious issue and it needs, Nintendo, you know, Game Freak needs to fix the shiny. No, shut up. It doesn't matter. Like, don't even give it attention. But also, literally no one but, like, some of the news stations call it anything but monsoons. Because it's this basically the same exact phenomenon. I understand that one happens in India, or, you know, mostly in India because of moisture coming up from the Indian Ocean, as opposed to mostly in southern Arizona and, you know, like Sonora, Mexico and stuff. Probably more Mexico, too. I'm probably being very much the American asshole here, but the point is, I understand it's a different region and it's a different body of water causing it, but at the end of the day, also, it isn't just the Gulf of Mexico, so I'm sure a lot of it's Pacific Ocean, but the point is, it's basically the same fucking thing, so just shut the fuck up. You don't need to be fucking special in every possible fucking thing. It's like fucking someone, you know, when there's a hurricane in the Pacific Ocean, which is very rare, or maybe I shouldn't say very rare, but it's not as common as the Atlantic, and someone being like, oh, that's not a hurricane, it's a typhoon. No, it's the same thing. Shut the fuck up. Like, obviously, I understand different places have different names for that, like, you know, typhoon is the more common term used for it in Japan, but like, I'm not saying you can't call it a typhoon also, but it's also, it's a hurricane. Just like, it's the same exact fucking thing. It's just in a slightly different area. So, maybe not. I'm fucking digging myself into a huge hole here. Maybe I just shut the fuck up myself. Anyways, I don't know. I just hate stuff like that. At least, you know, again, there's stuff where, like, yes, that shit matters. What phrase you use to describe what type of storm something is, it doesn't fucking matter. And we'll just leave it at that while I have a real dry spell on Snom here again. Feel like we've gone another month of encounters here without seeing another one. I know we have had one, and it just feels like it's been a little bit. So now I get back to my other bullshit. Alright. Come on. God damn it. I just wasted all the energy that I had left over on work on complaining about other people complaining. I am so smart. But no, it worked a lot today. Usually when I work, it's honestly only like a it's usually more than that. It's like a 5 or 6 hour shift. Just because I usually only work, like, you know, afternoon and night shifts. Since for the most part, dinner is where you make money with food delivery. Which, I mean, makes sense. That's when most people are ordering food. But especially with football starting back up again, we're actually, like, using 3 drivers during the day, which that only happens during football. Like, only on Sundays and only during the football season. Or, like, very weird events. Or special events, not weird. Like, maybe on Halloween we would do it. Also, there is not right now, but there is a leak in this room occasionally when it rains, like, really, really hard. I don't think it's doing it enough yet. But if that does start leaking, I'm going to have to end the stream. It's not really a danger to anything. It's like back here-ish. Actually, a little bit further than that. But I do have to set something up to catch it, and that means I'm going to have to, like, move a table and shit. So if that does happen, I will have to end the stream there, which is a shame. I really hope that doesn't happen. As much as I'm bitching about Snom not appearing, I mean, I do want to at least get one tonight. Hey, this would be a great time to do that, by the way, game, please. Before I literally get rained out of a shiny hunt. I don't think that's it. But yeah, hey, going back to the people complaining about complaining thing. And me complaining about people complaining about complaining. Anyways, point is, I know someone's gonna be like, oh, 8 hours is a long shift. Yeah, I don't care. It's more than I usually do. So even if it's something that, and obviously I can very easily get used to doing that. I am well aware I do not work that much. I'm fine. And I'm also, you know, trying to work more. But the point is, even then, an 8-hour shift, if anything, is still an 8-hour shift. And it's not like I'm just standing around with my thumb up my ass the whole time. But, like, even, like, an office job or something, just being at work and doing that is just, it's mentally draining. Even if you're not physically doing anything, it is just going to be mentally draining just because it's work. That's how it is. Especially if you're someone like me who, I'm not going to say I'm antisocial, but I'm at least perfectly as happy, like, just kind of being by myself and doing shit by myself as I am, you know, being around a group of people. And I really hate dealing with idiots. So I got a job in food service. But it is like a thing where it's just like, God, I hate dealing with the idiots. Like on something, you know, like on a stream or something, it's different, right? Because I'm the streamer, so I can, if you're being stupid in my stream, or in my chat, I can just say, hey, bye. I don't have to deal with you. I can't just do that when I'm working for someone else delivering food for them. So, you know. I wish we could. Well, there actually are some times where we can probably get away with, well, I can't just tell someone to fuck off, but we can absolutely effectively make them fuck off by telling them to never come back and we're not going to serve them again. But it's kind of rare that we're able to do that because, you know, some motherfuckers just don't understand that, or some people in management, I'll say, don't understand that some motherfuckers don't want to be helped. They just want to, again, bitch about everything. Or even, you know, even if they're not, like, you know, there's some really stupid motherfuckers that just, you end up spending so much time trying to just make shit right to them, even though it's not right at all. They're just stupid. And just, it's just like, there's just some people you can't help, and you're you waste time and money trying to do that, right? Because if it's someone complaining that about, you know, something isn't actually wrong, but it's like, fine, okay, we'll send you out, you know, another pizza or whatever, but like, you know, the more you do that, the less money you're making, you know? And just, there's some people where you just need to tell them, no, bye. We're not serving you anymore. And again, it does happen, but it's usually like someone, like, you know, starts swearing and shit at, you know, employees or whatever. It's like, that's like the one thing that is just like, it isn't a guarantee that you're going to be done ever, you know, coming into that business, but it is. Oh, I saw the lightning in the background of the stream on that one. That was interesting. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of businesses are way too scared to tell people just go away, because it's just, oh, but they're paying. It's like, right, but you're spending so much time dealing with them and so much product and in effect in doing that, food or money, trying to fix their nonsense, that you're not making money on them. And frankly, if you just tell them to fuck off, honestly, when they give you their whiny ass Yelp review and they go, oh, they told me to never come back again, a lot of people are going to see it and be like, cool, I want to go there. Like, yeah, the Karens will throw a fit, and that's fine, because they can go fuck themselves. It's just like, some places are so scared of getting a bad review, and I understand that, like, it's very, very easy, you know, when you're looking at reviews of anything, to, like, hone in on the bad reviews. Because usually the good reviews are just like, yeah, the food was good. And then the bad reviews are, you know, here's a fucking 38-page essay on why I didn't like my food and why I don't like your business. So it's very easy to hone in on those. And also, you're infinitely more likely to review badly than you, if you have a bad experience, rather, than if you have a good experience. But, like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's one thing if you're, like, getting a 2-star rating, but, oh no, you have a 4.6 instead of a 4.7. You're fine. It'll be fine. Like, the biggest thing that you don't want is a pattern. If everyone is reviewing your place saying, yeah, I got food poisoning, yeah, that's a problem. If everyone's reviewing your place saying, yeah, my fucking food was basically burnt to a crisp, okay, that's a problem. But when you got 100 people all saying 100 different things about your business, usually that means there's not a major problem. It's just someone had a bad experience. And that doesn't mean they're necessarily wrong always, because sometimes you go somewhere and you have a bad experience. Like, fuck this, I'm not going back here. And it's fine to even give a review on that, because you did have a bad experience. And if a bunch of people have a bad experience, then that's a sign that you need to, you know, do something about that. But, you know, I don't know. Granted, there's probably a reason why I don't run a business, so, you know, but it is just annoying, especially because then you get employees that have to deal with a bunch of bullshit, and it's like, cool, glad this place doesn't have my back in any way, shape, or form. Glad I'm spending 6 or 8 hours here multiple times a week to just get fucking shit on by customers. To be fair, I say this, where I work is pretty good. Like, we don't deal with a lot of that shit. It's just dealing with it at all, ever, just sucks. And you're always just like, I don't want to deal with this shit, man. So there's just always that, like, little thing in your head. It's like, this is going to be the customer. This is going to be the one that's going to fucking start shit, and it's going to ruin my entire fucking week. Granted, well, that's an exaggeration, and also I probably let some of that stuff get, not like into my skin, but just frustrate me, because it's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, the point is, I don't give a shit that you work more than 8 hours a day. To be fair, I'm also not nearly as tired as I am sometimes. Especially because we have gotten a couple of snobs recently. Not any shinies. I don't know, with this storm, honestly, I think once I get one, I'll wrap up, just because... One, again, if it rains really, really hard, I don't think it's going to. I think it's mostly past at this point. But yeah, I mean, if that leak starts up, then I'm kind of done for the night. And also, it's going to start getting humid, and that's not really pleasant when I have my my opposite AC, my PC, pumping out a bunch of hot air, and the Switch is pumping out hot air, and also the air is getting humid. Though, it feels like it's getting a little bit more humid. Maybe I'm just making that up in my head. Because, like, obviously this building has AC. It's Arizona. It pretty much has to have AC. I'm not going to go so far as to say... there has to be some sort of system, whether it's AC or a swamp cooler or something. I don't know if it's a necessarily, like, state law thing, but it fucking might as well be. Like, I do know that, for a fact, when I moved into my first own apartment that, like, was just by myself, one of the things that they, like, specifically said about, like, emergency maintenance stuff is, like, I forget what they said was, like, a non-emergency thing. But they specifically were like, yeah, if your AC doesn't work, that's an emergency. Use the emergency stuff for that. Because, like, that needs to get sorted. When it's, as much as 120 outside, that's in very close to, if not, well, it's basically 50 degrees Celsius. For anyone that doesn't use freedom units. Yeah, you can't be in a building when it's that hot without having it be cooled in any way. Obviously, it's not that hot right now. It's night. It's September, and we've had some storms recently, so it's been a lot cooler. It's only like 100 degrees. Actually, more like 110. In comparison, it feels a lot cooler. I've never met, and like the whole thing about Arizona is to be like, oh, it's a dry heat. I've never heard of anyone in Arizona that says that. Now, plenty of us understand that, yes, like 190% humidity is worse than 105, 110. Once you get up to 120, it doesn't fucking matter. It just sucks. It's just brutal. And also, right when it starts to rain and it's still 110 and it's like 90% humidity, yeah, that's fun. It doesn't last as long as other places, but fuck. Anyways. Look at me bitching about the weather again. But yeah, obviously, humidity sucks. Humidity is generally gonna be the thing that kills you, or not kills you, but just sucks as opposed to temperature. But at a certain point, it doesn't matter. It's fucking oppressive. It's just like you walk outside and it's like you walked into a blast furnace. It's bad. But yeah, even though I've seen people say it online, they're like, yeah, I'm from Arizona, and I mean, it's hot, but, it's a dry heat. I've never once heard someone, granted, I guess, when you're actually in Arizona and not talking to people outside of it, maybe it wouldn't be something that you would say, but, I've never heard anyone be like, it's fine, it's a dry heat. No, it still fucking sucks. It's just, God, this entire stream is just me bitching about other people bitching being worse for them, or it's just one big old bitch fest. Okay, well, That's okay. That's my entire life, so you know what? It shouldn't be too surprising if that's the stream too. Also, I'm just like desperately trying to come up to shit to talk about while I literally just browse the menu for, oh, an hour and a half? I don't know if I want to do another one of these ones. Again, on stream. This is still not too bad. I mean, it's not great, but at least off stream you can like do other shit, you know? And like it's a very fast way to get a shiny. I mean, I'm over 50% likely that I would have gotten a shiny by now. Just to give you an idea. And I've encountered 8 of them. And I mean, it's been an hour and a half. Like, that's really good for shiny hunting. You know, if you're breeding, it's not going to be that fast. If you're doing encounters, it ain't going to be that fast. Maybe, like, I guess a lot of, like, Legends Arceus stuff can be pretty fast. Although even Legends Arceus is, like, you know, averaging like 1 shiny every hour or 2. If you're doing like outbreaks and MMOs and stuff. And like Let's Go Eevee, you know, it can take a little bit to do the catch chain, especially if you're doing the like the rare spawn or whatever. So it like takes a little bit to like actually have those spawning regularly. And then obviously, I mean, if you get lucky with a Pokeradar chain and BDSP, I mean, that's, once you get it, you know, it's gonna go pretty damn quick, but also like the odds of that actually happening are not great. God, why did they change the odds on that thing? Because I believe, again, in the original Gen 4 titles, when you were doing Pokeradar, there was a 2% chance of the chain just failing, regardless of you doing everything right, which still sucks, but also it's only a 2% chance. In BDSP, it's a 7% chance. You went to the furthest grass spot away, you caught the Pokemon instead of defeating it, still only 93% chance of success, which sounds pretty good until you have to do that 40 times in a row, and you cannot have a single failure in those. And then you realize, you do the math, and it's, oh, there's a 5% chance of me doing a 40 chain. Cool. I don't know what the odds were with, when it was only a 2% chance of failure. I could do the math real quick. But it's significantly better, I can tell you that much. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 sec. Let me do the math on that. 0.98 to the 40th. Yeah, 44.57. So, still, you know, just under 50%, but that's 8 times better, 9 times better than the updated one. So, you know, just a bit of a difference. Just a little bit of a difference. Yeah, it just sucks that they did that. Like, there wasn't really a good reason for them to do that either. I'm really not sure why they did that. The only thing that I can think of, and I know other people, I think I've seen other people say this. This might be why I think this, even. That's 100% why I think this. I would have thought of this myself. I'm fucking stupid. Is that because in the original Gen 4 games, the shiny rate was, I believe, 1 in 8,000 base. And in new games, it's 1 in 4,000. So it's, I guess, because you're twice as likely, they thought they needed to make you basically 10% as likely to get it. I don't know. One day I'll go back and get my Ditto. One day. I'm gonna have to be in a real good mood. I'm gonna have to really be willing to not be in a good mood afterwards. In theory, it's basically impossible that I don't get it this time, because I don't quite have this many anymore, but I'm pretty damn close. I have basically 999 of every one of the repels. The normal, the super, and the max repel. So, you know, just a little bit more than when I had, like, 250 max repels when I tried it the first time. But the fact that I got up to, it was like 80% likely that I would have gotten the shiny by then, and I didn't get it, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's not, you know, I get that it's like, it's still a 20% chance of having not gotten it by then, but it's the, I ran out of repels, which is both embarrassing and also frustrating when you have that fucking many. And the fact that that was 6 hours completely wasted. Gone. Never, you know, never to come back again. Zero progress effectively made. And it's like, cool. Okay, we're not doing this. There's a reason why those VODs didn't go up. Because, boy, when I got to the end of it, I was, I just hit the reset button on my computer. Like, literally hit the button on it to just immediately reboot it. Didn't log off on Twitch or anything, just shut it off. It's a nice thing about saving the recordings as an FLV file. I think that's what it is? Yeah, it's an FLV. Instead of like an MP4 or something, because with something like an MP4, if the stream crashes, or if OBS or your computer or anything crashes during that recording, that recording's gone in MP4 file. Or MP4 format anyways. You know, there's just no way to get that back. With FLV, you lose like a minute or two. But the rest of the file is still perfectly fine. The only thing that sucks is you do have to convert it into an MP4, or at least some other format, so you can either, well, basically to edit it. I think you can upload FLV straight to YouTube. I just never do, because I'm always, the way I store the files is as an MP4, even though it's actually the same file size. But just if I'm ever gonna work with them or anything, having it as an MP4 is just more useful. So I record as an FLV. After the stream ends, I convert it right over to MP4, because there's just a thing built into OBS. You just to convert your files, basically. It doesn't even have to be an OBS recording. You can just use it for any FLV file that you need to convert to MP4. I don't know if other formats work, or if you can do it the other direction or not. I've never bothered or care, and I don't know why you would. I don't know why I was sitting there waiting for that box to move so I could see how many stars it was, being that it wasn't Snom. But yeah, I hold on to the FLV file for a little while. Just to make sure there's not like any issues with the MP4 version. And then eventually I go out and I clear out the FLVs. I keep the MP4, because again, that's how I ultimately store the file, but hey, there we go. I'm just gonna hit it now while I'm thinking about it. Alright, maybe this is the one. Number 9. Right before we get the, this thing. I should see, how many Grim Snarls did I have to go through? I'm gonna look into that when we're done with this, just because I want to see how crazy I am. Because, I mean, I've bitched about it enough. I should probably, you know, at least verify if I'm just stupid or if I'm not completely insane. Because it definitely doesn't seem like it's gone anywhere near as fast. Because, like, Grim Snarl, wasn't that, like... I actually want to check that now. Hold on, I'm sorry. Good news is I can check that pretty easily. Grim Snarl. Was it all Grim Snarl? Okay, so that's why I went through so many more while I was doing that. Yeah, because every 5-star I could check it. Okay, so that's part of why I'm so far, like, misadjusted on this. Because the last one I did, you did actually just do a lot more of these encounters. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, when I deleted the, or when I changed the text file to say 0 for the counter, before it was like 26 or 36 or something, and I was like, yeah, so like, this is taking way longer because that stream wasn't that long. I mean, it was probably, I think it was about this long, actually. But then I also thought about it again. I was like, wait a second, but that'd be way over odds, and I don't remember going over odds on that. And no, I didn't, because it was literally all of the 5-star Pokemon were Grimmsnarl. It was just 2% of them were shiny. I definitely prefer when they do that, because again, it's a lot more interesting. You're at least loading into the battles. It doesn't seem like that would make a difference in like making this more enjoyable, but it really does. Because just messing with the system clock for an hour and a half is not great. But the good news is, once we do get it, we are good to go. Also, something I'm going to do in a second here. Probably on this one. I'm going to turn back the time a couple of hours as well. So, let's see here. So we'll set the date to the 20th, and then we'll set this to like 1. Just so that way, I'm not going to go late enough for that to be an issue, but I'm being paranoid about it anyways. Because what I don't want to happen is like, say one of these is the shiny, and usually when you're doing the raids like this, it's a guaranteed catch. Sometimes it's not, though, which is weird. I'm not sure what the cause of that is. Or if it's not guaranteed, it's a very high catch rate, because I guess that would make more sense, right? But it's a very high catch rate, so it's very rare that you don't actually catch these at the end. Although we did have it happen a few times with Milcery while we were doing that one, when I was just catching them just to get the sweets, so I could make all the Alchremies. So anyways, it would suck if, like, say the shiny spawns and you failed to catch it, so you reload. But because since the time it originally spawned, it has like ticked over past midnight, I think it would actually change which Pokemon is in there. And so all of a sudden now you don't have the shiny anymore. Oh boy. If there was something that would make me never do this again, that would be up there. But again, that's very easy to manage. And I mean, it's 10 p.m. right now. The system clock was still like at 8 p.m. because when you're like in the system clock changing it, I think it automatically sets it to 0 seconds as soon as you do that. So it takes a while for like the clock falls behind, basically, is what happens, because you're messing with it so often that it's not actually keeping up with the real clock. So, like, I'm nowhere near where that would be an issue. As soon as I thought about it, I was like, oh no, we need to fix that, because even if it's not going to be an issue, I'm not going to let it be an issue. We are not having another Ditto situation. Never, ever, ever again. I say that, but that will absolutely happen again sometime. Where, like, I run out of Pokeballs or something while trying to catch something. Though, to be honest, I am going to be a lot more, reserved, I guess, in using Master Balls in the future. I mean, well, it depends. If there's another, like, dupe glitch or something, or if there's a very easy way to get more, then I won't care about it. But I don't ever want to be in a situation where I can't catch a Pokemon. Like, that's the thing with, like, Registeel that I'm kind of scared about when I eventually get to it, is because I already used both of my Master Balls in that save. And I could go, like, fill up that save with a bunch of different, trainer IDs and just sit there and farm for another, Master Ball. But, fuck. I don't know. Do I have to do it the same way as this, where I have to, like, come to the, like, do a raid, or, you know, look for other people for a raid and then leave it after changing the clock and then do it? Or if, I'm not sure. I think I do. Because I don't think you can just, tick up the date with Rotomi. Or with the, terminal or whatever. I think it's called Rotomi Terminal. Anyways. Hey, there was another one. Alright. If this isn't it, we are officially over odds. Or we're officially at odds. No, we're officially over, because we'll have to go on to 11 to get it. And it should take 10.5. But we've already been over on the percentage for a little bit. Alright. This has to be it. Please be it. Please be it. Just let me get at least one. I think it did stop raining. There was never a leak, so I guess I could keep going, but this one's kind of drained me, I'm gonna be honest. I can probably do more maybe tomorrow night, we'll see. Depends on how early I get out of work. I don't think this is it. Guess what isn't it? I want to, like, sit here and let it go for a second. Nope, it's... That sucks. Oh, we'll keep going. I don't know why I felt the need to chase my energy drink with Sobe, but anyways. Yeah, we will get this tonight. Well, I mean, we got 2 hours before midnight, and honestly, if I still don't have it by then, I think we'll just keep trucking. But, I mean, the odds of that happening are quite low, so I'm not too worried about that. I did really hope I could get 2 of these tonight, but... oh well. I'll have to decide if I want to do another, like, when I do get this, if I want to do another stream of hunting for the second one. I might not do it. Okay. Oh, right, okay. I was confused because it, like, hey, it didn't change, right, because I didn't do it correctly, you fucking idiot. I love it when I'm my own worst enemy. I also love it when I stumble over every other fucking word. I really don't know why that's such, like, an issue for me. Like, it's definitely worse while streaming. I mean, that's just, like, a universal thing. Pretty much everyone stumbles over words while streaming. Maybe I shouldn't say almost everyone, but it's a very common thing. Just because it's like you're trying to do multiple things at once. And so you're not necessarily thinking about how you're saying shit as much. So it's just very easy to, you know, get tongue-tied for no good reason. But also, I do that shit a ton just in normal conversation, honestly. No, maybe not a ton, but I mean, it happens. And boy, is it frustrating, because it's like, I am 27, I should not be having trouble pronouncing my words. Jesus Christ. But, oh well, it is what it is. The biggest thing is when, like, you think you kind of missaid something or whatever, and so you immediately repeat yourself. And it's just like, it's not that, like, you know, I'm going senile or anything. It's just I'm repeating what I just said because I feel like I didn't say it correctly. And it just, personally, it, like, bugs me whenever I do it. Even though I know, honestly, most people don't really give a shit. Though, anyways. Hey, number 11. Let's save again. I hate, this is like the worst thing for me, is my paranoia that as soon as this save screen clears, something in my brain is like, are you sure you're saved though? Are you sure you did? You sure you don't want to do it again? Which is funny, because actually that's probably not, it's not gonna kill like the flash memory or anything, but also it's not good for it to do that. Anyways, okay. Because like, it is a right that you're doing. So, like, that does eventually wear down flash memory. You have to do a lot of writing to actually damage it, but, like, I don't think so. I'm just gonna let this go until the wrist thing happens, because okay. Or when, like, abilities or whatever pop up. It's just, there's that little tick where it's like, I don't know. Maybe it is shiny and you're just stupid and not waiting long enough and impatient. And I know it's not, because again, those aren't, the like ice spikes on its back aren't purple enough. And also, all of these have looked the same. I don't think I've had 11, well, I know I haven't had 11 shiny spawn in a row, because I've waited to make sure the effect didn't play a few times. Yeah, I'm like, there's some things with my brain, with, like, memory, where it's just, like, I don't understand why it just, like, the instant it's not in front of me, it's, like, it's gone. Like, I'm really bad with, like, numbers and shit, too, with that, where, like, if, like, say, you know, there's, like, a lock with, like, the, you know, the 4-digit code to unlock it, you can, like, tell me the code, and then I'll, you know, like, walk back over to it. By the time I've walked over to the lock, my brain's already going, are you sure you remember what it was? I mean, I know they said 1, 2, 3, 4, but maybe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? Okay. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. I think I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyways, again, my brain. If it's annoying listening to me speak, imagine how it feels to live in my brain. Yeah, I don't know, just shit like that, I'm just like, I don't even think it's that my memory is that bad about it, it's just my paranoia about not remembering. That was a loud bit of thunder. I don't know if the mic caught it at all. I doubt it. It'd be kind of weird if it caught it, and also NVIDIA broadcast is a thing, so, you know. Speaking of, I just realized something. I did actually turn that off for a little bit. Yeah, because what happened was it... Oh no, it cleared my effect. What? Why did it do that? Huh. I just noticed that my the background blurring was off. We'll do it like that. It's... Oh, don't do this. Come on. Because when it's like right there, you can see it like flickering over my shoulder. It doesn't have to be a whole lot either. but it's doing the flickering everywhere. Oh, does it not update when you... No, it doesn't update until you release it. That should be fine. Yeah, that'll do. Anyways, I just noticed that that wasn't even on. I like having that on because there's nothing going on back there. You don't need to worry about it. That isn't me covering anything up or anything like that. I'm just... Literally, it's just a wall, a table, and a window. I do want to, like, set up something behind myself at some point, but... There's some shit that needs to happen before I do that, so... I'm just not worried about it right now. Honestly, I think I would want to get a better webcam before... Well, I don't know. This webcam works pretty well. I think the big... I don't know. I just need to get everything in my setup changed. So I can have, like, proper lighting instead of a webcam... Or a ring light that's off to my side. And also, like, not even pointed right at me right now. And just, you know, stuff like that. Let's do this. Yeah, proper lighting. I think that, I mean, that's like the big thing besides, you know, again, doing something in the background, and then maybe I can start thinking about a webcam or a new capture card. The thing is, honestly, for stuff like this, like, as much as the Elgato, like, the audio getting out of sync. But again, I also don't necessarily know if that's not OBS doing that. But the thing is, like, even as annoying as that is, whatever the cause of it is, it also just doesn't matter, because it's a... I'm shiny hunting, who gives a shit? And it really doesn't get that far out of sync. It's just... It's the type of thing where, honestly... If I didn't have the audio mixer, like the visualizer thing at the bottom. Now it's popping off a little bit. This is nice. This is how I wish it was all the time. But like, if that wasn't there showing me when it happens, I probably wouldn't ever notice. Or like, I would notice and be like, you know, I was being paranoid. Speaking of paranoid. Yeah, it's like, it's really not a big deal. But also, like, the webcam's fine for right now. Especially, I think the big thing is I just need better lighting. Or more even lighting. Because it's... You know, as long as I can do the background blurring stuff, honestly, it's fine. And if I, you know, if I set up stuff in the back, I don't even need to worry about that. Like, that's the only reason why I care about the webcam at all is just because I think just being a very old webcam, it's like 7 years old at this point. It's probably not, you know, the picture quality isn't great, and it makes NVIDIA's the broadcast software stuff just not work as well. Because, you know, it has to work with the worst image, so it's harder for it to make sure that it's only blurring the background. Like, again, like with the you know, flickering that was going on over here. Or like when I, with my old headphones, when I would have the cable right here, and it, like, couldn't decide if that was background or foreground. Which is, I guess, kind of weird, because you would think you could figure it out, but also, I guess, I'm kind of the weirdo that was using wireless headphones, but I had them wired, and also the cable I was using for that was, when I bought the Asus monitor that I've talked about a couple of times, the one that was, like, a really nice one for, like, $100 or $120, or maybe not really nice, but I mean, 1080p, pretty damn good picture quality, you know. That, again, reasonable picture quality for the price. That came with a cable for running, you know, the audio from your PC to it. So it had that big old jack on it. That was the green thing, because you couldn't, or you weren't supposed to really see that normally in day-to-day stuff, because it was one end of it would be in the back of your computer, the other end would be in the back of your monitor, and you would just see the black cable behind it. So I guess being that was doing something very weird that probably very few people do, at least for, on stream, I think that just freaked out in a video broadcast, because it's all like machine learning stuff. And you can actually, the other thing is I could have not been a lazy asshole and actually sent them, like, they have a built-in thing with NVIDIA Broadcast where you can, like, basically send them a copy of what's going on. So, like, your the recording and all that shit. So that way it can actually, help train the machine to be better. But, I'm lazy and don't want to have to work for anything. Hence, we're not going back into me bitching about bitching shit. But yeah, so I could have just done that. I mean, the thing is, though, would that have necessarily helped? Who knows? Also, I just realized we just passed over 420. Speaking of, one of the occasional things where Arizona's actually really nice. God, it's so nice that weed is legal now. Like, I don't even really smoke. Basically, I use the edible gummies for my insomnia. Air quotes, because I'm not actually diagnosed with anything. I've never gone to see someone about it, but also I don't need a doctor to tell me that, hey, I can't fucking fall asleep without something. And I've tried stuff like melatonin. Melatonin is just very hit or miss, and usually it was a miss. And when it did hit, it was like being hit by a train. Both in that it hit pretty quick, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Trust me, falling asleep really quick, I love that. But being drowsy like 14 hours later, I'm good. And not just like, oh, I'm a little tired. Like, wow, if I tried to drive right now, I would kill someone. Tired. Yeah, that, fuck it, I saved. I know it's so bizarre, like, to watch a stream and be like, you literally just fucking saved. Of course you fucking saved. You literally just did it. Why are you confused about this? Just trust me. My brain, like, even though I, like, in my brain literally just go, yeah, no, I just saved. But there's just that little thing at the back of the head going, but did ya? Are you sure you did? It would suck real bad if you didn't. And also, it takes 0.2 seconds for me. It takes longer. Point is, it doesn't take any real meaningful amount of time to save, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, anyways, oh god. It's crazy how fucking cheap weed is at this point. Like, being able to sell it legally and, which means that all these companies can, like, really start competing. Because, I mean, Arizona's had medical marijuana for a while. But, I mean, that's... Even if it's a thing where it's like, in theory, you could probably... You just go find a doctor that will prescribe you it for whatever reason. Is that back-to-back 5-star Snom? Is that legal? After all this time, it's finally being nice to me. I need to not complain about it and be sarcastic, because boy, would it suck if I ruined it for myself. But yeah, so today, right after work, before coming back to do the stream, I ran by the dispensary, and besides the fact that, like, the gummies are actually fairly cheap, it's like, I'm not gonna pull out the receipt right now, but it's seriously like $12 maybe? I think less. I think it's like $11 or $12. Oh, what am I doing? That wasn't shiny, right? See, again, my brain is, I don't think it was. There's no way it was. Watch me fucking play this back, and I realized it wasn't. I'm just fucking weird. Anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Again, so, yeah, the gummies are pretty cheap, right? And, like, that's, like, $11 or $12 for a pack of 10 of them. And those are, you know, the 10 milligrams each, which is plenty for me to get to sleep. And, you know, also, if I use it a little recreationally, it's fine, because, hey, it's legal. But I was, like, that's the thing, like, you know, I'd be like, yeah, you know, it's late, but I'm gonna stay up for a little bit. So you take one, and then like 3 hours later, you take another. It works out great. And then, besides the fact that they're like only $11 or $12 each, at least the brand that I'm buying, for at least the moment, they're buy one get one free. I spent $25 for 40 of them, which it's just like, fuck, this is awesome. And the price is like, besides like the whole buy one get one free thing, it's like, you know, when it first went legal in Arizona, again, for recreational, those same gummy things were like $15 or $16 for a pack of them. So like the price has gone down, probably entirely because there's actually competition now. Because, you know, it's less sketchy for the companies to do. It is still sketchy technically because, you know, federally it's still illegal, and especially during the Trump administration, they had said that they were. So Obama administration had basically said, we're not going to do anything about changing the federal status, but you know, we're not going to prosecute or do anything about when states make it legal. Just whatever. If a state makes it legal, we're not going to enforce the federal laws regarding that. Within reason. I'm sure if you were trafficking bales of fucking raw weed across borders or something, yeah, they would have been pissed off about that. But like, for the normal human sane shit, you know, they weren't gonna bother. And then the Trump administration had said that they weren't gonna follow that doctrine. Or they were gonna still, you know, prosecute because it's, or they were still gonna enforce because it's still federally illegal. I don't know if they ever actually did that, to be honest. But there's still like, you know, that concern of like, well, it could happen. And so like, you know, it's a lot harder to convince yourself to invest and create this company to manufacture products when you may well tomorrow have feds busting down your door for doing it, you know? And then, I don't even know if Biden's administration has straight up said anything about it. But it's kind of assumed, being that he was Obama's vice president, that, you know, they don't really care. And so far, that seems to still be the thing. But also just having it, you know, be legal, recreational, even if, again, it was legal for medical reasons for a while in Arizona, but it's still just having a larger consumer base is going to mean, you know, it's a lot easier to get into that market. Now, are we absolutely going to see that market contract? Or the number of businesses that have started up contract? Yeah, because everyone's trying to get into it right now. And I don't think there's enough of a market for everyone that's trying to do it. There's definitely going to be a lot of dispensaries that probably go out of business within the next like 2 or 3 years, just because everyone's, you know, trying to get in. Because I mean, there's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of money to be made because there's, I mean, as soon as it went legal, you know, I mean, like, fucking so many people smoked and ate edibles and shit and all that for the longest time. You know, I mean, even with it being illegal, fucking so many people still did it. It was just, you know, you just don't, you know, go light up a blunt in front of a cop, and realistically past that, no one cared. But having it be legal, and it's like, yeah, I can just go down to the dispensary. I don't have to deal with any amount of sketch whatsoever. You know, even if, like, it's like, yeah, you know, it's your... But, like, you know, even before it went legal... fuck it, I don't care. Like, I had bought the vaporizer cartridges from a coworker. And, like, yeah, you know, it's, like, again, it's like it was the medical product, basically, right? And it, you know, I know the dude doing it, but it's like, I don't necessarily know who he's getting it from. So there's still that amount of sketch to it. But, you know, now it's just like, yeah, fuck it. Just go ahead and just run down to the store and go buy weed. It's fucking great. And so everyone fucking did it. And the crazy thing is, it's not necessarily like you would think, like, oh, all these young kids fucking want to smoke all the weeds. No, it's when I went to the dispensary for the first time after it went legal, I was the youngest person there. And most of the people that were there were at least 10 or 20 years older than me. Like, it was like, holy shit. It makes sense, because honestly, a lot of these were probably people that were smoking a lot of weed during, you know, the 60s and 70s. During, you know, hippie era stuff. But, it's just like, it was just great, because like, I expected it to be like a lot of, you know, like 20-year-olds, and I'm pretty sure I was the only person that was under 35 that was there. But again, everyone's trying to get into it, because there's so many dispensaries being built that aren't even open yet, because just everyone's like, yes, you know, it's the green rush. But like, right, but not everyone can get into it, right? Because there's not going to be that much of a market. There's only going to be so many people that are going to care to smoke. But yeah, anyways, for the time being, until like, you know, some of that stuff starts to go back the other direction, it's fucking great. It's because like all those edibles, you know, depending on, again, how much I actually, you know, just take for fun as opposed to just, you know, take to fall asleep. I mean, it's probably gonna last me a month pretty easily. So, and for like $24, yeah, that's nice. Also, I don't know what it, like... Honestly, I like the edibles more than the vaporizers. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever actually, like, straight up, like, smoked flower or anything. I like, again, I had done the vaporizer cartridges, but those were, like... I feel like those... And it might have just, you know, whatever strain they were using for it. Because the gummies I get are sativa, which I don't even know if that's supposed to be the one that you get for, like, helping fall asleep, but, like, they work perfectly for me, so I'm not going to rock the boat. But, like, with, you know, with the vaporizers and stuff, like, I would actually, like, you know, get some of the paranoia and stuff. It usually wasn't bad or anything, it was just... That looked literally no different from any of the others that I've seen. Huh. Well, we got it. It looks identical. Like, let me. Where is it? You know, actually, the purple isn't even. Yeah, okay. Fuck. You know what's sad? It's very possible that I did actually skip over one. Boy, this is gonna be really awkward when anyone ever in their life actually watches this VOD, as if that'll happen, and notices that, like, hey, jackass, you actually had one, like, 30 minutes ago. Anyways, okay, because, yeah, I don't know, why did I think It is, like, the back part is a little bit more purple. I guess I was thinking it was even more pronounced than it is. It's just that, like, the face is, like, actually green. But the thing is, that, like, red tint, the, like, glow on it, has made all of them look kind of green. I did notice this one specifically and was like, oh, hey, that's a little green. But I was just like, yeah, but it's probably exactly the same. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this thing out. I'm pretty sure I saved before this. Boy, this is going to be awkward if this is the one that I somehow forgot to save. And, yeah. Anyways, I think that was number 15. God, I hate how loud that shit is. Why is that shit so obnoxiously loud? Because nothing else is anywhere near as loud. But, yeah, I think that's number... I think I counted that one. Either way, I mean, the fucking percentage isn't right either, so it's like, well... Yeah, whatever. It works. Also, yeah, we are going to wrap up after this once I get it. Once I get it. If that takes a couple tries, then so be it. Oh, God. I don't think that burp actually got caught, but, like, all of a sudden I'm, like, burping. Okay, Jolteon is frozen. That's fine. Torkoal is really the only thing of use here. Isn't Delmise... What type is Delmise? I always forget. Ghost Grass, okay. I can never remember if it's water, ghost, grass. I can never remember what, like, combo it is. Because you would think, like, it's an anchor, right? It should be, like, grass, water, or something. Like, they all make sense. Hell, even steel would make sense with it, because, again, it is an anchor, right? So, it being metal, like, you could, any of those four, grass, ghost, steel, or water, you can make an argument for it having any of those typings. But, oh well. Anyways, that's why I can never remember what it is. I was very confident about it being, oh, fuck. I hope that doesn't fuck with us. I was very confident about it being... Is that gonna get rid of my special attack? Maybe. I'm surprised Delmise didn't die there. Is this type? No, this is physical, right? Yeah. It got rid of my special attack, but I was more concerned of, does my... That was through the shield. It took, like... I understand it's a Snom, but fuck. Okay. Give me a second here. Let me... Wow, so Frostmoth just gets... The, like, shade of white changes, its eyes turn green, and its wings kind of turn green, but it's not, like... They're, like, partially transparent, so it's kind of hard to say. I have no idea what I even want to use for this. Fuck it, Premier Ball it is. Hopefully it catches. If not, well, this isn't a hard battle, so... Hey, we got it. Got a little bit of stuff for it. Ooh. Don't those sell for a lot? I think they do. I love that Dynamax Candies thing is such a pointless mechanic in this game, because there's like if you do like any Dynamax battles, you end up with so many that it just doesn't matter. Do I even want to evolve it, honestly? No, you know what? I won't evolve it just yet. In case for some reason I don't somehow get the Frostmoth. Again, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that on stream even. But just if somehow that happens. Is there anything special about the evolution? Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely not doing that tonight. Happiness evolution at night. Yeah, no. We're not after doing all that. No, fuck that. That thing's staying a Snom. But yeah, but also, just in case somehow I don't get it tonight, and like in the future, like say I'm doing a Dynamax adventure and I get a... My bad. My bad. Did not mean to punch the microphone. But in case, like, you know, I don't do it in this event or whatever, I go and do a Dynamax adventure and then I get another Frostmoth. If I evolve this one to Frostmoth, then it's like, well, fuck, now I have 2 Frostmoths. So yeah. But anyways, besides that, I'm not doing a fucking friendship evolution on stream tonight. I'm good. I'm tired. This hunt, man. I mean, besides the fact that, like, it really felt like early on we had really bad luck. I don't think it's that the odds on Cerebi are wrong or anything. It's just we had bad luck. It happens, I know, but also when nothing else is going on the stream except for you going through the menus. But also, I mean, we went way over odds. I mean, either 15 or 16. I mean, that's still more than 10, which is what the odds would have been. I know that percentage isn't correct, but let me pull up the actual correct one. Divided by 21. Okay, and then put you up to the, we'll just say 15th. So this is it really that close? Because there really would have been... That seems not... I feel like it shouldn't be as close as it is, actually. Because the, according to my just quick math here, it should be about a 77% chance that it would have gotten it by now. So only, you know, like a 22% chance that it would take this long. According to this counter, it's 21%, or like 20.5. Anyway, let me just do... something might not be right with that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Just 0.9 to the 15th. Yeah, no, that's... The number on screen is right for that math. Again, my dumbass set up my program wrong, so... Or not even set it up, I did it very lazily. I used... instead of float. If you don't know anything in programming, it just means it has to be a whole number, which means I can't do a number like 10.5 for the ratio or odds or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But so really, because it's like, instead of fucking, what is it? Because I did it basically 10% every any encounter would have had a 10% chance of getting it, which is slightly too high because it's actually 2 divided by 21, which is a 9.5% chance. So the fact that it was 0.5% off, I mean, that's like... It's enough. I don't know. The math all checks out, so I don't know. I'm just so fucking weird and bizarre fucking today. Anyways, so we're gonna wrap it up there. We definitely kind of got fucked today. We're definitely not getting another one tonight anyways. Yeah, no, this is not gonna happen. I don't know if I'll do another one of these another Snom hunt on stream. I'm sure by the time the next Wild Area event happens, I'll be real down to do it, and then remember that, oh yeah, these kind of suck sometimes. But we'll worry about that then. Either way, if I do it on stream or not, I will get the Frostmoth at some point. But yeah, so I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. That's not gonna happen. It's something I could possibly do if I get out of work early enough, but the earliest it would happen is 10 p.m. listen, I'll do longer stream, or not longer, but I'll try and do streams on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, probably not. Friday, definitely not. Saturday, possibly. Probably not, though. Kind of same as this. And then Sunday is another, like, guaranteed one. Maybe I'll try and squeeze in something up for, like, I don't even know what day I would do it on. Thursday, maybe? Friday is not happening. Anyways, the point is, we'll have a couple streams Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll figure out the rest when it happens. At least one of those is going to be Let's Go Eevee, if not both of them. I would really like to just kind of get through that game. I enjoy playing it. It's just, you know, I need to get to the shiny hunts. And I personally, I think it's more important for me to finish that playthrough before the new games come out than it is to do shiny hunting. And so we'll do it. We'll do that first, and then we'll try and get as many Galarian forms as we can. Yeah, so, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see what we do. But anyways, just assume Tuesday is going to be Let's Go Eevee. But yeah, other than that, thank you everyone who watched. If you're watching on YouTube, come check out Twitch. You know, you can watch me live. If you're watching this as a Twitch VOD, why are you watching VODs on Twitch? Well, let me take it back. I understand why for some streamers you kind of have to, because they don't put them on YouTube, or they take a while to put them up there. I guess sometimes I do take a while myself. My Let's Go Eevee one isn't even uploaded yet for Tuesday. Fuck. The thing that sucks is I uploaded it. It's ready to go. It's just I haven't actually scheduled it. My bad. I will do that tonight, so that will come out tonight. And then this will come out the next night. But yeah, if you are watching the VODs on Twitch, go to YouTube, because all of my VODs are there. Or all the ones that I'm gonna leave up are there. You know, they don't get deleted after 60 days. God, why do I make this so long-winded every fucking time I do it? Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, thank you everyone who watched. I do definitely appreciate it. Again, check out whatever platform you're on. Check out the other one, because I appreciate the views no matter what. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.